Hello. Today, I would like to discuss a a rare topic, which not everyone would openly speak about, or even would like to mention about it when asked in a social circle, where the subject is revolving around that same topic. Now, I lived all my life, past few years, without the understanding that I was mentally unwell. I never really understood the depths of what mental illness actually was, what it really meant for me, and the dangers of just pushing it forward. These are the often lines you would hear from many of them. Some are wanting to express it openly, others are reserved about it, lest they fear that the others may, it would bother them or concern them unnecessarily. It didn't occur to me, they say, it didn't occur to me until after a breakdown what had happened to me, how it got so bad, how much it was actually affecting my life, both as a person and an individual. Now, often such things also come to our mind, but seldom we realize that these thoughts that they come because you have in you a corner that harbors such feelings, and then you feel it's just a feeling unless it's too late that you discover how much it was taking over you in terms of your day-to-day activities, your performance or at a individual level in whatever field you were at, or even in the personal life your performance, what to speak of personal life with our friends, your own individual, like when you're alone, the energy level, what it was, you never realized. Why is it like that? Now, there were times I knew, now I'm talking about myself, even in my life, there were times when I knew something was wrong, but fear of what might happen would get the better of me, and so I would stay silent. I always thought that, I was a bad person, but never felt that I needed some help towards that. And but it did come out for a better. My recovery was unintentional at the time where I was at my lowest and felt like, everything is now over. And but fortunately, I now realize that it's only just the beginning. So, how did this happen? Well, I did have counselors, and at one point of time, I felt that talking over to someone is uh, is meaningless, and then I am much strong at dealing it with it myself. But I didn't see the point in talking to like many others. But each individual has the right to live his life and question the things concerning his life that gets affected to due to things around, and he must find out some satisfactory answers to it. It's not to be ignored. Over a period of time, I thought the solution would be in some other deeper side of life, but no, it got even worse. People go out for meditation, then they seek some meditation circles, and then the so-called spiritual level of association is there, but these don't solve the problem at all. People don't have time for each other, even if they are coming together for such cause. This problem does not get solved, and then at the higher level they speak of many things that would address the situation, but it does not help, believe me. People don't have time for each other, and that is often the shortest way to escape from the situation. But no one checks if he has given time to himself. Even we often say that I don't, my friend doesn't have time for me, and we complain about the friend. But what about yourself? Did you ever give time to yourself? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What is your passion? Did you ever give a thought to it? That whether you have a passion for something and you're not able to fulfill it or address it, and that it just remains with you with a thought that I should have done this, I could have done this, I had this qualities and I could have done that better. So these things happen, and when such things happen, it's a time that you realize that you prioritize things in your life and work over it. And age is not any factor in this, believe me. Why? Because um, the development is perpetual, it must go on. It's not that at one point of time you're aged and then you feel that this is not the right time for me to take over some passion or some hobby. No, this is what I realized was completely wrong, and I never felt I needed any help for this. But there was no help. Actually, I did not speak to it about, and no one likes to speak about it, but one must speak about it if you meet. And if you have a friend, and if you cannot discuss this with a friend, then that friend is no friend. Um, it must be there. Otherwise, you will expect, and it will lead to a very different thinking. So better you understand that this is my friend, but he or she is only for certain, for just spending some time together, discussing something that does not concern their life, either their life or your life. So that is not a very healthy meet with your friend. So we must check these points in our life whenever we meet any person. Are we sharing a topic concerning you both, or you're sharing a topic that does not concern you both at all and you cannot do anything about it even? So these are the things that I came to realize, and such things give a lot of frustration because it goes unnoticed and then it keeps coming to you as if you it was a part of you. So that is the point that you need to check. And believe me, I was struggling and I didn't know this, and somehow it dawned on me that we have time for friends but we don't have time for ourselves. So that was the problem. So we need to have a social circle where each one understands each other on a satisfactory level about each other's concern and accordingly lead a life full of fulfillment. Now, going to movies, watching TV serials together, or even dining with friends helps, but it is not the solution. This is what is the finding. The practical aspect of the discussion would lead to a practical result. Now, else in this era of social media, it will lead to the society where each one lives isolated, not knowing each other's interests, and they meet only for formal and impractical discussion. So we can try every way to avoid it. And whenever you go to meet a friend, then you see to it that there is topic which is of interest to the friend as well as to you, and then there is a practical exchange on it, and not just talking about it and then forgetting, and nothing is the take home kind of take away or take home kind of result of it. So this is what I wanted to share, and I have fortunately overcome this situation, and I hope it helps you to overcome any of such kind of inhibitions or botherations in your life. Thank you so much.